So I have Anders of In Flames with me. How are you?
I am doing well.
Yeah? Excited to be back in London again?
Very much so. It's cold and rainy as usual.
The usual greeting. So let's talk about your brand new album, By the Mask.
Yeah.
So what inspired the concept behind the album?
Well, it's pretty easy. Just look around, Like I absorb a lot of things that's happening around me, but I also take inspiration from things that happened 30 years ago. And I feel more than ever we as people, especially with the explosion of social media in the past few years, we all carry these masks around us, And we need the mask to cope with the outside world, but also we need the mask to shield off the outside world from ourselves and our feelings, And I think there's a lot of things that we can talk about within that, and then I use every single song to have that as the main inspiration, and I write small stories around that.
I think it's very true about what you say about everyone having their own masks and things like that. But what would you say your mask is?
Well, there are tons of different situations. I use them in different situations.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's natural without even knowing it. I have a mask on right now. Don't you see that? I try to adapt to certain situations. I'm not the same on stage on a tour as I am at home. Sometimes I have a mask that I'm done having a good day, but I still have to. You have no idea what I was doing this morning. I have the worst day, but still, you don't want to hear that shit,
Okay.
But I didn't today. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Obviously, this is the second album with Howard Benson as well.
Yeah.
So what made you want to return to kind of have him as producer again?
We had a great time. I think both myself and Björn decided that last day of recording of the on Battles, let's go back again. The reason we started working with him from the beginning, because we talked with a bunch of producers, and he was the one who's like, you guys, be yourself. I'm not going to change who you are. I just want you to be as good as possible when I put the record light on. When it's red, you better perform. And that was such a relief. And we could do our stuff on our own. We were trying on the last album. We were writing with some other people here and there because they thought that would be a good experience, and it was a good experience because we realized we're better on our own. Why do you want to change the band that's been doing this for such a long time? It's like we can't be someone else. We just be true to ourselves and write the music that we want to write, and then hopefully people listen, hopefully people like it. But at the end of the day, we live and die by this music.
So obviously, throughout your career, you've developed, from the Jester Race onwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you say is the constant that In Flames has already had?
Melody and aggression, the combination. I think if you talk about music, then it's more like we are who we are, and believe in ourselves, and don't let whatever happens around us don't influence too much. We can't be someone else. We don't try to chase the trends. Trends comes and goes, and sometimes people think you're in it, and sometimes you're totally out of it, and then that's what it is. But believe in ourselves and just do what we feel like.
And also, in terms of actual fan interaction, I saw that you're interested in the idea of the creator and then the person who perceives it.
Yeah.
What's been one of the most kind of not intimate fan encounters, but most kind of monumental fan encounters for you?
Oh, I have one recently. It was a message from some guy who his dad gave him Colony when he was 11, and now he's like the greatest fan ever. Many years later, obviously. But that happened. I love that when a dad or a mom pass on to something to his daughter or his son. It's carrying the torch is awesome.
Okay.
Because I had to find out a lot of stuff on my own. I want to give my son stuff. I brought him to Kiss concert, and I gave him some albums here and there, which is, for me, it's very cool. Maybe more cool for me than for him. I don't know.
But in terms of vocals, I know that you were taking vocal lessons.
I started already on Battles. I was working with Mark Rank. His name is an amazing guy, and we formed a great bond, and he taught me a lot of things. You know, at first it was pretty scary because I could see myself like coming to this guy on a piano and being up and down in scales, and that's it. You know, and it's so going into this album, I know that's not at all what it's going to be. So I went in with a different attitude, and we took way more lessons, like 3, 4 every week for 3 months.
Wow.
And it's awesome. It's great, and it's not just singing. It's like learning how to breathe, a lot of breathing exercises like that I have to do every morning when I wake up and do that. And I'm not trying to become the best singer in the world. I'm trying. There's no The Voice. I'm not gonna UK Got Talent or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's not where I'm heading. You know. I'm trying to master my own instrument for my own and for my own band.
Okay.
And it's made it easier for us when we write the music, because now we know my range, where I'm going. When we write the riffs, we already know if it's possible, which keys I prefer and what vowels I prefer. It's like, it's nerdy, but it's fun, you know?
Yeah. But has it given you new abilities to go like further in?
Oh yeah. Before you had to hit me with my balls to get high, and now I can do it without any of that.
Probably the most important question is, you're obviously a very big whiskey fan.
Oh yeah.
So
That's an understatement.
What's your favourite whiskey?
Oh, that's difficult to pick out because it depends on the situation and the company and where you are.
Okay.
You know, it could be a very standard type of whiskey in a perfect environment. Everything is aligned, and then it's like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. And then you go home, try the same thing, and be like, whoa. You know? But if I can pick one, they don't exist anymore. It's called Glenmorangie.
Okay.
And their 60s and 70s whiskey are out of this world. It's amazing.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to
Thank you
chat.
for having me.
Thank you.